In this video, you will learn how to hash a file using MD5 hash. Now, we normally use hash values in cybersecurity and digital forensics for integrity purposes, just to make sure that data hasn't been tampered, or in the case of digital forensics, that the evidence hasn't been tampered. So in this sample text file, I'm going to generate the hash value. I have different hash algorithms. MD5 is one of the most common one, and SHA-1 as well, and there's others listed here. I need to select the file that I just created to obtain the hash file. And hashing, it's also known as a digital fingerprint, by the way. It's the equivalent of a fingerprint, but for digital files. I'm going to copy that, and I will generate another text file. That way I can paste it and I can do the comparison later. Because technically, any changes that I make to the file should generate a totally different hash value. And this is how we know if the data has been tampered or has been changed. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I did here is just I added a dot. So technically that just changed the content of my file. So when I run the hash the file again, it should generate a different hash value because the data was modified. I will copy it, then I paste it on my test file. So it's already open. And as you can see, it's a totally different value. So this is how we know that changes were made to the original document. Another thing is, you only see a different hash value if the actual content of the file was changed. I remove the dot, and now the document is back to its original state. Run it again, and I should have the original hash value. And the new hash value, it matches the original one. So that means that the data hasn't been changed on the original document. Well, this is how hashing works, and this is how you can find out if any changes have been made to a document. The data has changed. Now I'm using MD5 as my hashing algorithm. Remember that there's all others hashing algorithms, like SHA-1 for instance. Now what happens if I change the name? I'm not changing the content, I'm only changing the name of the file. Would that generate a different hash value? And the answer is no. When you change the name of the file, it won't change, the hash value doesn't change. The hash value only changes when the actual content of the file is modified.